How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Kainoa Carlson. Happy Aloha Monday. We got a great show to kick off this week. We got a big-time community event taking place in Mililani at Mari's Gardens. Plus, we're gonna get a chance to sample some Laotian cuisine up in the High Now kitchen. But we're gonna kick off today's show by learning about ways we can support our kūpuna. All right, exciting times today. Natalie is in my hometown of Kaneoh, finding out ways that kūpuna are getting up and getting active. What's happening?
Thanks so much, Kainoa. In today's segment of our kūpuna, we have a gym here that's making the elderly community stronger. So that's why we're here at CrossFit Kaneoh, which in many ways looks like a normal CrossFit gym, but what sets it apart is the special brand new Silver Fit class for our kūpuna. And right now, we have Stephanie Grams with us, the owner of this wonderful facility, to tell us all about this space. Thanks for allowing us to come in today.
Of course, thank you guys for coming. This is fantastic. I'm so excited.
Tell us about CrossFit Kaneoh. How many years have you been in here in this location, and also about this special Silver Fit class that you're just releasing?
So CrossFit Kaneoh has been open since 2012. We've been down here since 2018 in this location, and we've been running CrossFit classes, 8 classes a day for since 2018 down here. As far as this kūpuna class, I'm so excited about it. This is something I have been passionate about for years, and I just was able to have the blessing to have these people in my gym and have the ability to get them in here. They just started last week, but they are really excited about being fit and moving, and we could not be more excited about getting them moving.
I love it. There's so much space in here too, and honestly, it's very clean for a CrossFit gym. And so this is an active Silver Fit class too. So why is it important for our kūpuna to get moving?
Well, the kūpuna can get moving. I mean, we want to stay active all of our lives, right? So as we're getting older, we're not working anymore, right? We're not moving as much. We're not being as active. So getting them in here and allowing them to keep moving, keep balance, keep agility, and just staying active in their lives will help them live longer and be able to be more independent as they're living longer on their own.
That's right. And for people who don't know what CrossFit, how do you define CrossFit?
By definition, constantly varied functional movements at a high intensity. But what does that mean? It means doing things that are functional, things that we're going to see out in the world, that we're going to see everywhere. We're going to sit down and we're going to stand up. It's a squat, right?
Yeah,
we're going to pick something up off the ground. That's a deadlift. We're going to push something over our head. That's a press, right? And so we do these things to stay active, to stay moving, and be functional out into the real world.
I love it. We're getting moving right now. And for those who may be watching, if they are kūpuna, what's kind of like the entry level? Is there from many ranges? Can you come here, do CrossFit Kaneoh, Silver Fit?
I mean, anybody can come. We have 50 plus, 60, 70 plus year olds that are in this class, but it doesn't mean they have to be in the Silver and Fit. But this is a great entry to get into. Maybe if you're a little bit older and you haven't been moving, maybe if you're in your 50s, 60s and you want to just start moving, this is a great start. And then maybe we get into the other classes later, or maybe we stay here because this is fun.
I love it. And if someone hasn't been to a CrossFit chat or even a gym before, so I hear you, if someone's interested, they come in, you do a one-to-one personal training class, because I know maybe the space may seem intimidating, but it looks like you have really specialized coach that kind of are aware of everyone's ability and kind of arrange the workouts for that.
So all of our classes are run by CrossFit certified level coaches. They're all going to be, I like to call it personal training in a group setting, right? So they're going to walk around, we're going to make sure everybody's moving properly, the form is well, everything is good, and our goal here, especially for this kūpuna class, is to keep the balance, work on accuracy.
Oh, that's right, agility, get that cardio up, and also it's a social gathering too.
Oh yeah,
Before this, everyone was kind of talk story before starting their class.
Sometimes it's more talk story than move, and some days, it's all about the community, and I really want to forge a community of people like-minded, fitness, healthy, happy individuals.
Definitely. So for those who want to learn more information or even come down, where can they find more information to your gym?
So online, CrossFitKaneoh.com, on Instagram, CrossFit Kaneoh, Facebook, all the normal social medias, but CrossFitKaneoh.com is going to have all of our information on there.
I love it. Go check that out. We're going to come back in a little bit too, because we're going to do some classes with our kūpuna.
Yeah,
but right now,
Kainoa,
I'm going to toss it to you.
Hey, thank you both very much. We're back over here in the studio hanging out right now, gearing up for a great community fair taking place in Mililani this weekend. Let's welcome in Brendan Lau and Travis Araki as we gear up for a whole lot of community fun. Welcome into the show, boys.
Thank you.
Mahalo for being here. Yep. All right, so Brendan, I do want to start with you, brother. You're part of the Mari's Gardens Ohana, local staple. We see this thing all over the place. How did Mari's Gardens start and what's the story?
So Mari's Gardens has been in Mililani since 2008. We're a family-run business. Our father is a landscaper, so he started growing all these plants as a nursery, and we slowly evolved into growing vegetables, plants, and trying to become a part of the community instead of just a wholesale nursery.
All right, very interesting. We have a lot of stuff happening on the table, Brad. What are we looking at? Obviously, this is a small collection of the garden over there, huh?
Right, Kaneoh. So we got a few different types of lettuce that we grow. Okay. We do edible flowers now. We have pots, plants. We do retail and wholesale plants, so we sell to landscapers and regular people just doing their garden. All of these microgreens, edible flowers, and lettuce we sell to supermarkets. We sell to chefs, and we sell to restaurants, distributors. And yeah, you want to try to taste a couple
actually, let's try it out and try it. Look, can we get a shot of that edible garlic flowers?
Yeah,
Bro, that's so, I mean, you don't got to tell us the super big secret, but how does this happen?
Yeah.
Let me show before I eat this whole thing. Okay, how does this go? How do you guys get this one together?
So this one is grown in just in a flower bed.
I can smell it
It's
already.
a small plant, but you know, the local chefs love this because they like to use it as color as well as flavor.
The whole thing?
You can eat the whole thing.
Okay.
Very strong garlic smell.
Whoa! Man, some good crunch on there too.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Wow,
And,
man, chefs must go crazy for this.
Yeah.
Edible garlic flowers over there at Mari's Gardens. How cool is that? Now the grow process must be interesting.
Well, it takes a lot of sunlight, and so like times when there's a lot of rain, we don't actually have this product. But a lot of the times, you know, we're able to supplement with different kinds of flowers.
All right, that is crazy. Travis, Brown, I want to go to you because taking place over there at Mari's Garden, going to be a different type of pa'ina taking place this weekend. What's happening?
Yeah, so this Saturday, we're having a Mililani Garden Nights. We're having free games, free gifts, prizes for the kids. We're gonna have BET, Imposters, and 10 Feet performing at our garden.
Right on, bro. Okay, so, babe, and we know there's going to be a beer garden over there as well for those of us who are of age, but what is is this just all about bringing community together to come hang out?
Yeah, so basically we want to just bring our families in Mililani. We don't really have an event space there, and we want to just bring our community together, and we want to, I don't know, just get together and just have a good time. You know?
And again, this is very local style, right? You're looking at some images right now. Live music, Ono food, local businesses, local drinks as well. I do know for those parking sometimes is a situation, but we got trolleys that are going back and forth, right? Kind of helping people out.
So from Mililani High School and from Mililani Uka, you can park your cars there and purchase trolley tickets online at MililaniGardens.com.
Nice.
And also on Mililani Gardens on Instagram as well.
Okay,
You
solid.
can check it out. Yeah.
Travis, when is the entire night market experience, like when is all this kicking off? On the
So from 4 to 9.
4 to 9 p.m. Okay, and then for more info, we can head to the Instagram one more time on the Instagram.
Mililani Garden Nights.
There you go. And then Brendan, I do want to go back to you, man. Why is community events like this so important for you and the Ohana over there, especially with Trav saying, you know, not a lot of space to, you know, kind of hold parties like this?
Yeah, well, part of our mission has always been to inspire the community to grow and garden, grow their own food and grow plants. So that's what's important to us, and we want to put something on for the Mililani community.
Love that, bro. And if people want to go down, do you guys do tours of the gardens? If people want to learn more and kind of come down and experience?
Yes, we do. We have tours, we have a lot of field trips, and we can also host private events. So we're trying to get more into that, where we have a nice wedding venue. Yeah, we also just do, you know, grad parties and any kind of stuff like that.
All right, very exciting, man. Make sure you go ahead and check it out this weekend. Brendan, Travis, mahalo nui for being here. And again, all of this community fun going down this weekend, May 17th in Mililani. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We're still here live at CrossFit Kaneoh. And right now we have two of the superstar Silver Fit members. We have Raymond here with us and we have Jane, the power couple of this gym. So Jane, tell us, how many years have you been coming here?
I just started.
Oh, she just started. Oh, I love it. So we're just showing up.
week.
Last week is when you started. Okay,
Yes.
how you feeling?
Really good. Really good.
You're
So
looking
different.
good.
It's so different.
Okay, I love it. So, you know, Raymond, did you think this was like a really good date night to kind of start out, to come here, and it just stuck, yeah?
Yes, it sure is, because it gives us back this quality of life like we're younger again.
I love it.
Started dating all over.
And then tell us, you know, have you had a fitness background before?
I was very athletic, but that was like 30 years ago. When I used to continue playing basketball and football, flag football. But as you get older, you do less.
That's right, that's right. And then so for, you know, for all of these, it's kind of like you want to stay really, you want to get moving. And then, so all of this is just kind of a great way to stay active and get moving, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so, and also I hear that your son also comes to this gym too. Is he the one that brought you in here?
He is. Yeah. He referred a friend, and during Refer a Friend week,
Yeah.
and that's why we came last week.
That's very
Yeah.
cool. So also for Jane, for yourself, have you done sports before?
I swam in high school.
Oh, swam in high school. Okay, so this is a little bit different. This one is kind of like more of the land sport versus the
Yeah.
swimming sport.
I've done other exercises before throughout my life, but I've been out of service for 15 years.
Okay, so now it's really great to kind of get moving, right? So what's your favorite part about coming here to the gym alongside being here with your husband?
Well, I've never done CrossFit before,
Okay.
and it's such a smooth transition to learning about how CrossFit is done,
Okay.
and that's what I'm liking.
I like it. I
And
like
feel
it.
like it's the personal training also.
Okay, the personal training.
Yeah.
So for Raymond too, for the personal training, when you had that one-on-one, what was your favorite things about here at CrossFit Kaneoh?
It went according to my specific speed
right.
and what I can do, and that made it very enjoyable. You know, it was no competition with anyone else. It was just what I could do.
That's
I
right.
like that.
And you kind of have a little competition against each other, right? I'm having them still rowing on these bikes. It's been around 5 minutes, and we see the sweat, we see the, but you're not stopping at all, are you, Jane?
Not yet.
Okay, I love it. So how often do you guys come here to CrossFit Kaneoh, and how are you feeling after the first week of classes?
So it's our third day today. We have 2 more days for our trial, but we have already decided that we're gonna join.
Okay.
And I think 2 days is a good time, a good enough time for us to start.
That's right. So any other words to other Kapuna, or maybe anyone who's watching right now to get motivated to start? What's that motivation?
So just like my husband said, it's tailored to you. So they're gonna go according to what you can do. And that's how they're gonna tailor your exercise. So that's what I like. That's what I like.
Okay, you heard it right here itself from Raymond and Jane here at CrossFit Kaneoh. We're gonna have a lot more information posted on hinowdaily.com. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna go to break, and for more movement and tips. We'll be right back. There you go, there you go. You're gonna go speed mode.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We're hanging out over here in the kitchen right now, getting a chance to sample some Laotian cuisine. This is Tamara, this is Chef Rocky. Here in Hawaii, we know the soup, but right now we're talking about sap, right? That's the name of the business. Welcome into the show, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
We're very excited to have you. Laotian cuisine amazes me. I'm fascinated by it. How did this all start for you guys?
So we actually started this business about almost a year ago, and it was in the spur of a moment decision over some drinks and some jokes. Actually about
where all good
owning a food
business
truck.
ideas come from, right?
Yeah. So it was a spur of the moment over some food and drinks and making some jokes about owning a food truck, and that planted the seed and we're here.
Very exciting. Congratulations, you guys. Chef Rocky, where do all of the recipes come from?
So the recipes originally come from my family alone. It's a Laos family that we come from near northern Thailand. My aunties, my mom, my uncle, they all cook delicious Lao food. So growing up, I was like, Mom, you moved away from me. I need you to teach me how to make all these delicious food that you got me eating. So every time I wanted Lao fried chicken or, you know, papaya salad, some spring rolls, Mom, what's the recipe? I need to know it now.
Shout out to all the mothers. Right, we're a day removed from Mother's Day, man. They got all the secrets and good stuff. But Chef, I do want to go down the line with you. Right now on screen, what is this dish?
So this dish right here is one of my popular dishes sold at the food truck. This is called the Lao fried chicken. It's packed with a lot of spices and herbs. It goes well with sticky rice. It goes well with papaya salad. It goes well with the gel som that you see here. We call it AKA, you know, spicy sauce. And then the sweet chili sauce goes well with the spring roll.
That right there is
Everyone
looking
knows
decadent.
that.
Okay, so many colors happening. I gotta ask, the rice.
Rice.
What's up with the rice?
So the rice is from this flour that I use. It's called a butterfly pea flour. The rice attracts many attention. You know, I love the color blue.
Yeah.
I feel like the rice goes well with the plate. The color goes well with the presentation.
Oh yeah, a lot of colors happening. Oh, what about this one over here in the middle? And we do know the sausage is a big emphasis for the cuisine, yeah?
This one is the #1 seller. If you haven't tried Lao sausage, you need to go out there and try some Lao sausage. It's kind of spicy, but it's packed with a lot of herbs, flavorful, and it won't disappoint you at all.
Oh, I love that. All right, one of the more popular dishes right there. And then, Chef, that last one at the end, that one is near and dear to your heart, yeah?
This one is very, very delicious. Try it out, my friend.
Okay, I'm going for the sauce. What is that last one over there? Is that
This
the
one
curry?
right here is a red curry. Very comfortable, comfy food. One of the plates I always had my mom making for me growing up. Red curry chicken, similar to Thai food. You haven't tried Lao red curry, come on and try it. If you love Thai food, you love Lao food.
Okay, I just off camera had an opportunity to try the Lao sauce. A little bit spicy, perfect amount of heat, but the texture, it's not, because oftentimes when you're cutting sausage, it stays together, it's a little bit, it crumbles a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I like, but the herbs, man, you really get the flavor with the herbs.
Of course.
Really delicious. Tamara, I want to go back to you. You pair a lot of what Chef Rocky does with the drinks as well. Yeah, what are these?
Yeah, so this is actually my most popular seller. This is my Vietnamese coffee. I do it cold brew style, so it's very strong. So if you're a caffeine addict, you'll love my coffee.
Many of us at Hi Now Daily will love this one for sure. Take a look at that. How long did it take you to put that one together?
About 5 minutes or so, and
You're
I top
like
it up
caffeine-
with my ube foam there.
Ube foam. Okay, what about that one over there?
So this is actually my most popular glitter tea. So I make glitter fruit teas as well. So as you can see, I'm gonna shake it a little bit.
Okay.
Shake it up, shake it up.
I put some edible glitter in this bad boy here.
Wow.
And
Ube
this-
foam and edible glitter, it's all happening.
Yeah, so that's our lychee dragon fruit tea.
All right, very exciting. Now, you guys are also going to be at the event taking place in Mililani on May 17th, right?
Yes.
At Mari's Gardens. Where are you guys going to be, and how can people come and find you guys?
So we'll be in section B3, and so you can actually find us on MililaniGardenNights.com. All the information is there. There's going to be over 100 food vendors there.
I
So a
highly
lot.
recommend this one, though, you guys, especially if you haven't had the Laotian. This is really good. And I wanted to ask you as well, Chef, for people who love it, they can even get grab and go, yeah? These
Of
are
course.
the things
So
you guys
so
offer.
these are very high on demand. These grab and go Lao packs. People are always reserving these for my events. I bring them I sell out within the first 2 hours, so please come early if you guys would like to try these Lao frozen packs.
Really delicious. Chef, what do you recommend for those? Just straight into the skillet, hot pan, it's ready to go?
There's different ways you can cook them. You can either deep fry them, you can grill them, you can put them in the oven, but you must cook them at a low, medium heat. Do not cook it at a high heat. Don't make your oil too hot. That will pop your sausage open and you will have crumbles of meat.
Right.
So come on over, guys. Come and try it out.
Make sure you check it out. Again, they're going to be at that night market at Mililani on May 17th. Also, how do people follow on Instagram if they want to come?
So they can actually follow us on IG. So our hashtag is at SapSapHawaii. So it's going to be at SAAP_HI. And then you can also follow Mililani Garden Nights as well.
There you go. Make sure you guys check it out coming up this weekend. We know you know the soup, but go eat at Sap. You're watching High Now Daily and come
Sap, guys.
right back.
Aloha.
Thank you guys so much.
Care.
This food, oh no man, super good. I need a straw for this Vietnamese coffee actually. You gotta try it out right now. I do. Oh man, it's like a little bit spicy.
Aloha, welcome back to High Now Daily. We're here again at CrossFit Kaneoh here, talking about the special Kapuna Silver Fit class. And we have one of our veterans here, Malia. Thank you for joining, and you gotta tell us about your story. How many years have you been coming here?
So I joined CrossFit in 2012.
Oh yeah, look at that. She got the shirt to prove it.
And I've been here since. This is the best place to be at the end of the day. I just love it here. And I have a big win for CrossFit Kaneo.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So I started in 2012 in November. My husband joined me in December. And for me, that's my biggest win because we get to come here at least 4 times a week.
Oh, wow.
And I call it our happy hour at the bar.
Okay, so you pauhana here.
We pauhana here, and then we hang around and talk to the community, and we make plans for activities or whatever we're going to do. But the big win is that we come and we get fit together.
I love it.
couples who walk together stay together. That's what Coach Stephanie says.
It's
so.
kind of like movement is medicine, right? So
Right.
not only you get your joints moving, you get everything. It's kind of having a conversation even within yourself on how
Yes.
you're doing, right?
Yes.
But along with that, it just, look at this. I mean, the class just finished right now. It seems like it's just a great community here.
Yes.
Tell us
yes.
about that.
So, Coach Stephanie, you know, she's from the mainland, but when she came here, her heart and soul was Hawaii.
Yes.
So, not only is her goal to get people healthy and fit, not just aesthetically, but nutrition-wise.
Right.
She wants us to have the nutrition and have all those goals, but she brings us together as a family. Like we're this, you know that term, doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs. Like we're all here. I mean, we even had a person who changed horseshoes before working here. So our community is huge at CrossFit Kaneoh, and we're like a family. Takes a village to raise a family, and
really
that's what we all do. We all chip in and we move together. Everybody has their ailments, but we know how to scale, and we just keep moving, and that's the goal. Like I'm gonna be 67 in September.
You don't look like it, girl.
So,
That's the secret.
That's
It's that
the
movement,
secret.
right?
Like 13 years of continuous moving. I can keep up with my granddaughters. I can keep up with my husband, my house, everything, my job.
I love
so,
it. So you're saying kind of like CrossFit, coming here at this CrossFit Kaneoh gym is kind of like medicine, right? It's like instead of taking some pills or something like that, you use movement throughout your years to keep you healthy. I mean, you are glowing. Coming 4 times a week, it's really showing. So, you know, what is the key role that CrossFit has played in your life besides the community and for the fitness of your health and
The
self?
key role is being able to understand your body.
Right.
Because at my age, the younger days was like, okay, you eat cereal for breakfast. You know, your nutrition was different, but coming here, you learn about your body and what it's capable of doing, but you also take away what your body is not capable of doing.
Right.
So you make adjustments to yourself mentally. Mine is everything. And you make adjustments to your daily life so that you can fit in the hour of exercise at the bar.
Let's go.
Yes.
And I see, you know, you have a special lei right here. You have a special lei that's kind of like the rubber band one, yeah? So Malia, you know, you're a pro here. So show me, what do you do with this big rubber band thing?
So you just hold it this way.
Okay, so grab 2 sides.
Grab 2 sides, right? And then we do this at stretching before after, and you just pull it back with your arms straight.
Oh, I can feel that. That's a good rotation on your shoulders.
And it helps your shoulders. It helps you open up when you're tight after doing deadlifts or.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your, you know, you know, we had a conversation before you had hip surgery. So this has been, and you came back here to CrossFit Kaneoh. Hey, was it how many weeks afterwards?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. This is a champion right here. The kind of proven there's always a stepwise process in something.
And that's the other great thing about the gym is like Stephanie knows, like, you go to gyms and they don't know your name. Like she knows your name, your kids, where you work, what time you finish work. And she knew I was having surgery, so she prepared me like 3 weeks before on what to do.
That's amazing.
And reminded me that the surgery wasn't just about my hip, it was about my core. So after surgery, they asked me to walk down the hallway, climb 5 steps, go back down and go back to the room. And if you do that, you accomplish that, you get to go home after your hip surgery.
And I bet you went home, right? You were the first one outside that door.
There were 12 people that had that same surgery, and I was the only one that was released that day.
Okay.
And 5 weeks later, I was back in the gym.
Let's go. And we're here at the gym. We're stretching out. Thank you, Malia, for giving those tips. You know, as we head to break, we're going to keep stretching out here. Find more information at CrossFitKaneoh.com. We're also going to post more information at HighNowDaily.com. And we're just going to stretch you guys out to break. Do it with us right now. Stand up, stretch it out.
Stretch, yep. Movement is medicine.
Movement is medicine.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Today on High Now, we are in Manoa Valley, learning more about the Huikapili Accelerator, how local construction companies are building a better Hawaii together. Let's head inside.
The Huikapili Accelerator program is a free 10-week program that we put on with American Savings Bank in partnership with IO and Hawaii Home and Remodeling. We created this program because we knew that there was a gap with construction businesses. Hawaii is an incredibly challenging place to do business, and we really wanted to uplift these small to mid-sized businesses that are building a better future for Hawaii. American Savings Bank has really leaned into the housing space and the housing market, companies that are building infrastructure and building homes for Hawaii. So it just made sense for us to partner with ASB on this project.
In essence, the Huikapili Accelerator program is a program that helps to equip companies to flourish in the builders industry. Really because of the work that ASB was doing related to housing. And so they approached us with this idea of, hey, let's create this accelerator program for businesses, specifically in the builders industry, that are working to increase supply, right, of housing, and also creating jobs for people to actually stay here in Hawaii. What we do is we surround them with the skills that maybe they're not as good at. We help with the marketing, or HR, or accounting, those sort of skills. Companies that are looking to go from good to great.
We're incredibly pleased to be at this location today. Landon Nakata, he is with Turn 2 Construction. He is a part of our second cohort. And he's someone that's been really looking to kind of figure out his niche and grow his business. We're just really excited to be here in this home for someone who's helping to build Hawaii's future.
Well, I'm Landon Nakata, owner of Turn 2 Construction, local construction company. We've been in business for 5 years. Right now we got a new house, ground up, came up with a foundation, everything's new build. We started this build back in May 2024. Huikapili, I mean, why not? Who wouldn't want to sign up for a program that you're surrounded with great resources, great people that want to support your business and the community around them as well. I think the biggest takeaway is just the value that it's more than just building. You know, you're building someone's house, but you're also building a community and network of contractors, other vendors, mentors, and I think that's the biggest value. Being part of a community is really just, you know, strengthening numbers. We're all in the same industry and we have similar roles, but yet, you know, we see each other as peers and resources. Make the jump, because it's definitely worth it.
A lot of our participants with the Huikapili program are tradespeople. You know, they started in the industry working for larger companies and they decided to go off on their own. Many of them just didn't have the skill sets of marketing and finances, and so that's the gap that we're trying to fill. To learn more about Huikapili, go to the website, huikapili.com. We have a lot of information on the current cohort. We're super excited because between cohort 1 and cohort 2, we've had representation from all 4 counties for small to medium-sized construction-related businesses. We just want to continue to grow these businesses because their success means success for Hawaii.
It's never too late to go back to school. I'm here at the Hilo campus under the Waipahu Community School for Adults, and we're going to learn all about how you can get your high school equivalency.
Students take classes to help them prepare to pass either the high school or GED. So for example, if they go to community college, they can get financial aid, or a 4-year college, they can get financial aid. We've had students who've come and said, well, I kind of lied on my application, so I have 1 year to get my high school diploma, otherwise I'll lose my job.
So what students learn in HSSE Prep is a lot to do with test-taking strategies. So a lot of them are in this class because they've already proven themselves to know more of the basics of English and math, and so some more fine-tuning the skills they already have to take the high school equivalency test.
I enrolled in school here because back then I had my mind on joining the military. The scores weren't that promising, but in the end I did have to admit to him that I did not have my high school diploma.
I believe that a student would enroll in this class specifically to take that next and final step onto the next big thing in their life, which is to get that high school equivalency certification and get on to college, job, military, whatever they decide to do.
All the teachers were very helpful. Everyone was kind of chill and quiet and at their own pace. So my first semester at Hawaii Community College was fall of 2023. One of my teachers, she encouraged me to go for my Homeland Security certificate. And so once I started taking those courses, one of the guest speakers was from HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. So they actually fight human trafficking. And that was the first next career I was looking at. I knew I could do that. I could serve that type of mission. Next to that, the Air Marshal Service looked pretty cool too. Travel around the world and get paid for it, just babysitting that plane, that sounds good to me too. And then the third career choice after that, it's a little more localized, but more in line with my values, probation officer. I can honestly see myself doing that. It's not too late, but more than that, it just may be the right time for you to come back. Because the person you are now, when you come back and finish, then you go back out into the world. It was probably meant to be because you're a lot more mature now, whatever age you are, and you would better serve whatever field you're meant to be in.
Our website, WCSA spell out Hawaii.org. There's information about the Hilo and Kona campuses as well as our other campuses on Oahu.
You've been waiting. Are you a chef? Have you dreamed of becoming one, or do you just love to cook? Then Kitchen Scraps is looking for you. Today, our Kitchen Scraps champion is Chef Ben.
Oh.
Woohoo! It's time. We're officially beginning our casting for season 2 of Kitchen Scraps. So we're in search of the next Hawaii culinary superstar. If you think you have what it takes, submit your audition tape online at kitchenscraps.tv. Right there, you can scan that code on your screen right now to begin your application. Good luck. We'll see you soon. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? We're back over here on High Now, joined by Dr. Joe and Dr. Mario from Home Call Vets. I'm going to let you two introduce our special guest. Who's that?
This is Maverick, and I'm sure he's happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
Hi, Maverick. Very happy to have you guys here. So, Dr. Joe, I want to start with you. Let's talk about Home Call Vets and the service you guys provide.
Home Call Vets is a service that we have developed, actually it's Dr. Marielle's idea, and we're actually going back to real roots of veterinary medicine. 100 years ago, everything was home call, and then it moved into clinics. And we're kind of going back to roots of doing our care at home. There's a lot of reasons to do the care at home. For one thing, the pets are going to be much more comfortable at home. They're happy, it's their own house. We go in, we use a fear-free method of sitting down, getting to know the pet, getting to know the owners. We can see a lot of environmental things in the house that may be a problem, may not be a problem, or good things, bad things within the house, so we can give recommendations on the environment. The pet will be more relaxed. That's the key thing, is the pet will be so much more relaxed in the home situation. So whenever veterinarians have to do some things that aren't necessarily so comfortable for the pet, but when you do it in a home setting where mom is there and dad is there and the kids are there and the puppy's distracted with all of that, we need to slip a needle in, it's not such a big deal. So it's a very comfortable situation. The other thing is convenience. It's very, very convenient for the pet owner. They don't have to go try to get an appointment, and then because of the situation of veterinary shortage right now, it's tough getting an appointment, and you may be waiting a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. We're available very quickly. We're trying to do same-day appointments if at all possible. We get out there, and you don't have to go and sit in a waiting room on an urgency call and go sit in an emergency waiting room for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. As you call us out, you're at home, you're doing whatever you do at home, and so we can take care of things in your house at your convenience.
Gotcha. And Dr. Joe, we were talking a little bit earlier. We really cover 5 main points when you guys are there and assisting, right? What are they?
Okay, really the basics there is the 5 things, and it'll cover about 80% of all problems. Diarrhea, vomiting,
Skin allergies,
skin and ears,
skin diseases, behavior. It's a very important part of the home service when we do behavior counseling, is we can assess better at home, because that's the idea of being at home and being able to help them where they are all the time really helps create a plan that would work. Yeah, and then mostly wellness. So, I mean, for Maverick, it's actually best for him to not really go outside and get exposed to the other things that might be harmful. So, doing the vaccines at home, doing the wellness part of it is a very, very advantage for him. And we get to see his home too, and we actually help mom to do some puppy prepping at home, which actually works. So that's a double advantage for him.
Absolutely. Yeah. And currently right now, Home Call Vets, who are we able to service? Is it the entire island?
We're servicing all of Oahu, all the way up in Waianae to Waimanalo and up to North Shore. We've got vets. We've got about half a dozen vets around the island that are working with us. So we're servicing the entire island. One thing Marielle mentioned, and it's really a key point, is that vaccination for puppies. In reality, puppies absolutely need their vaccinations, but in reality, one of the worst places to get a vaccination is in a veterinary clinic, because that's where diseases are brought in to be taken care of. And so now you've got diseased animals being brought in, for medical care, and now you bring in a healthy puppy into that situation. It's a wonderful opportunity for transmission. So really the best place to vaccinate puppies is at home.
Now, Dr. Joe, what's going to be the best way to get more information about Home Call Vets? People are watching this right now and thinking, I could use this service. How do people go about doing it?
We've got a phone number. It's 808-900-1833. It's 808-900-1833. Or you can go to our website, which is homecallvets.com.
One of the main goals of Kuoa Ranch is to preserve its sacred lands. And today, we're hiking through Huikapili Valley to learn more about their native restoration efforts here on the windward side. Thank you so much for inviting me into this secret space.
Oh no, thank you for being here. No, and it's very, very exciting to have you guys get to go see some of the work that we do over here at Kualoa. And the specific site that we're at is one of our restoration sites. We call it Punawai Ulu. And the name refers to the water system that you see over here. We have several punawai throughout this whole ahupua'a. Punawai is the Hawaiian word for freshwater stream. It is really the cornerstone for maintaining our Mauka to Makai connection.
Can you tell us a little bit about the work that's being done here, the native restoration?
Honestly, we do a whole variety of different tasks over here. There's 4,000 acres on the ranch, and some of that includes pasture work. A lot of that for us specifically though includes working up in the forest. So we have a lot of our native forest ecosystems that are still intact. And so we'll go out up on the ridges and go find some of those kipuka, and then when the fruit are ready for harvest, we'll go collect those and bring them back down to our greenhouse space. And it's in those spaces where we'll go and grow those plants so that we can take them out to other places around the ranch. Punawai Ulu being one of those spaces. So we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plants that have been placed here for the past 5 or more years that have all grown and then reestablished this ecosystem that used to be prevalent throughout this whole entire valley.
Now, over the 5 years, there's been some progress, there's been some setbacks. Could you share with us?
Obviously, weeding is kind of one of the main things that we're always going to be doing. A lot of the plants that were introduced here over the course of the past 150 plus years, obviously they don't have their natural predators anymore, so we have to fill in that space. And so what the field crew is doing right now, they're weeding in between all of the outplants and making sure that they have as much space to grow and then recruit, because ultimately that's the goal, is for all of these plants to just go do that themselves. And another thing that we are seeing, coconut rhinoceros beetle is a pretty important issue, especially here on Oahu, but really it's for the entire island chain. So what we do is we'll monitor, make sure that we're not getting or not seeing any damage on any of the trees. And if we do see damage, then we'll work with the rest of our fellow co-workers across the department and then make sure that we can treat these guys the best that we can, so hopefully nip it in the bud before it gets too major.
Now let's talk about volunteer work. Now this, what we're doing, and this area that we're at, this is not part of a tour here at Kuoa Ranch, but there's also some volunteer opportunities for those who are interested.
So working with the education department, they're able to coordinate with different teachers, other community groups to coordinate these volunteer outings, and then we'll take them over here to our spaces, do a brief little introduction, go over the history like how we talked about today, and then get into doing some weeding around the outplants, and then if it does happen to fall during outplanting season, then also get to outplant a few native plants as well.
Now, how many natives are you folks planting in a season?
We're planting roughly 3,000 plants, and again, these are all plants that we have collected fruit from up in our forested areas and then brought back to our own native greenhouse. And so the main takeaway that we hope that our visitors can get from this section of the tour is that this is what a native forest is supposed to look like. This is what makes Hawaii, Hawaii.
And if people wanted to learn more about your educational programs, or maybe book a tour that goes right around this area so they can see all that you have done, where would they go?
They can go to kualoa.com, that is our website, and they can book a tour there and kind of get a sense of what's going on. And then as far as the specific work that we do here in stewardship, as well as what livestock is doing and what the different ag sites are doing, then they can go onto our Instagram account at Kualoa Grown.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being here.
All right, we're going to have all the details up on our website as well, hainaudaily.com. Aloha.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. What you're looking at there is a live look from our camera that shows off the views and vibes from Oahu's west side. Right now, what we're looking at is Kamakana Ali'i, which is obviously located in Kapolei. Kamakana Ali'i, really the heartbeat of the west side. So much action out over there. So for details on what they got going on this week, or details for big events taking place this summer, head to kamakana'ali'i.com or visit their Instagram page at Kamakana Ali'i. Also, we saw them earlier in the show. The very first ever Mililani Garden Nights is happening at Mari's Gardens in Mililani this weekend. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be taking place Saturday, May 17th from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is the big caveat, gang. It is free, absolutely free to attend with free keiki activities and games. If you're looking for Ohana fun, this is going to be a great time to gather together with the local community. Plus, you can shop dozens of vendors, enjoy live music. We talked to Travis and Brendan earlier today. They've got BET, 10 feet, big time live action on that stage. Plus, if you're 21 and over, you can enjoy the beer garden. Plus, they've got a trolley shuttle that's going to be available as well. So no worry about the parking. Just head to MililaniGardenNights.com for all the details. It's going to be a really fun time celebrating at Mari's Gardens. Also, coming up tomorrow, join us live from the Valley Isle. All kind no ko'oi stuff taking place over there on Maui. One of us is going to be checking out a cute little clothing shop. You know we love supporting our local businesses, especially with the local outfits on High Now, so tune in for that. Plus, I'm going to be live from a resort that has so much offers coming up this summer for Kama'aina, or if you are visiting Maui. So we got a lot to get to coming up tomorrow. As I mentioned before, if you're looking for big time Ohana fun, Mari's Gardens is going to be a lot of fun as well. Also, so many people have asked season 2 of Kitchen Scraps. It's going to be an exciting time. So to upload that audition tape, so many people have asked how they can get involved, how they can cook on the show. If you're ready to scrap, we're ready to have you. Head to kitchenscraps.tv for all of the information. We cannot wait to get back in the kitchen and get scrapping. Mahalo nui for watching High Now Daily. We'll see you live from Maui tomorrow at 3 p.m.